Hey sports fans, Captain Tom Hintersheed here. I am a full-time charter captain in Pompano Beach, Florida, and I have to fulfill some orders because I've got people that ask me for my smoked kingfish dip. Now most of the time my customers will take their fish home with them, but once in a while I get to keep a couple, but I haven't had any while, so tomorrow morning I'm going out and I am going to catch kingfish just for myself. And now the fish that are out there haven't been real big, but I'm going to go out there and I just need one, and I don't care how big he is as long as he's legal size, and come on back and I'm going to make some kingfish dip. But first I need to get some sea witches. So you don't know what a sea witch is? Stand by, I'm going to show you, because we're going to make some right this second, real quick. Alright, we're going to lube the mold with just a little spray here. Might be too much. Get a lubrication on this thing here. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to pour the smaller ones. I'm going to pour these guys here. We're going to start with just melting our lead. I need to put some more in there, but for right now we're just going to go ahead and pour this one and this one. And you turn this so that the pin doesn't stick. Let it cool for a second. Move in and out, let it cool. That'll give us our hole down the middle there. And ta-da! I'm going to pop these out. They're really hot right now. That's a reject. This one worked out good. There we go. You want to do this outside in a nice ventilated area so that this melting lead is very toxic. Alright, so I'm going to put a little paint on this. I'm going to use a candle, get it hot, warm it up. It doesn't take long, just about 30 seconds or so. And I got this powder paint. I got blue and pink, my two favorite fishing colors. That's warm enough. We just dip it down in there, pull it out. There we go. Look at that, it's got a nice luster to it. And it dries within seconds. Now we're ready to put some hair on this thing. Alright, so now we put some hair on this thing. I got some gloss. Waxed gloss. I got blue hair, white hair, and my head that I made. Let's do this. Alright, so I'm just going to lay this hair out here. Pick up my floss. So I want to slide it down here. Double overhand knot, 1, 2, and then I'm going to pull this down right there in the middle. I'm going to pull it really tight. Whoop. And then I'm going to do it again. And now I want to adjust the hair. So I'm going to push this hair around. Push it around so it's kind of all... Okay, now I'm going to flip it over 180 degrees. Double overhand knot. Pull her down tight. Flip it over. Flip it over. Pull it tight. Flip it over. I'm gonna go back and forth until I run out of floss here. I can still adjust the hair a little bit where I want it. Now I'm going to trim my hair about right there. I'll trim the top right about there. And there we go. We're ready to fish. Let's go catch a kingfish. Now Hillsborough Inlet. All right, we got our first one. Yeah, our little baby one. Gotta let him go, he's too small. That was success. Got a little dolphin and a cuda, and the most important thing, I got my kingfish. So now I get to run home and fire up the smoker. Yeah, baby. All right, I'm in the kitchen. I got the fish kind of cut up into some smaller pieces. I've got my seasoning that I put on here. This is a mixture of some garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, a little bit of salt, and this I season them really well. Kind of dry it a little bit. Yeah. Almost like a rub. Here is my smoker. This thing's beauty. It is, yes, it's a blue marlin. And there's plenty of room in here. 3 levels, slide out tray, dampeners so you can control the heat and close the airflow off. 1, 2. If you want it hotter, leave it open. You want it colder, close it. So, you may be asking, what kind of wood do I use in my smoker? I use coconuts. Coconut, it smokes really well, and it's a very mild smoke. It's not as strong as mesquite or oak, just a very mild smoke flavor. So we'll let this thing cook a little bit, I've got a thermometer right here to tell me how hot it is. And it'll probably take about 2-3 hours. Been about an hour and a half. Looking really good. Coconuts are burning well. I'm gonna give it another 30 minutes. But it's definitely done. Looking good. It's done. We're gonna get it off. With the skin sticking on there. So I'm just going to pulse it just to open it up a little bit. That's it. See that? Oh, that's perfect. So now we just add some sour cream. This is good. That's good sour cream. Should be enough. Let's start with that. I don't know if I need to. That is pretty much done. Now I can add more sour cream if I want to make it more like that is the stuff. But I'm not done yet. The last thing I do is I'm going to chunk it up a little bit because it got pureed, but I like fish chunks. So I'm just going to break some up, throw it in there. Break it all up. Look at that chunky goodness. This is when you're eating it, you get nice big chunks of fish in your dip. Now I'm not going to puree that, I'm just going to stir it in. Alright, let's serve this. Perfect. Try this at home. It's a good, oh, so good. So while I was at Publix, I also got the lactose free because my daughter and another friend can't have dairy, so I can make it lactose free, and they also make fat free sour cream, so if you got cholesterol problems or you got a low fat diet, you can make it with that. Alright, so I am gonna dress this one batch up. Here's the secret. About 1/4 of a jalapeno with seeds and veins. Put some fire in it. Heat it up. Not hot enough. More jalapeno. Man, that one doesn't have any vein or seeds in it. Let's see if that's got fire. Ah, rip off. Jalapeno's not even hot. Just tastes like a bell pepper. Let me see about, oh, there's some vein and seeds in the other half. Oh yeah, big hot. All right. Whew. You can see the jalapeno in it. You can see the greenness. You're saying, why is he licking a knife and sticking it back in there? Because this jalapeno one is mine. I wouldn't do that to anyone else, but hey, a chef is a chef. You got to take what you're cooking. All right, taste test. Of course, it's better if you leave it sit in the fridge overnight because that sour cream will soak up that smoky smoky goodness from that fish, but tomorrow will even be better. But did good. That's why everybody asks me to make it. It takes time and love and patience, but it's worth it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Push the like button, the little thumbs up button down below, because when you like a video, YouTube says, hey, it must be a good video because people like it, and they'll offer it up to more people to see it. Otherwise, the video just goes into obscurity, and you know, 10 years later, maybe 20 people saw it. But anyway, if you like it, thank you.